Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. We are back with another video for you guys. Hope you guys are all doing well. We are back, of course, from the pre-season tour, and we are discussing all things Manchester United transfers right now, as we've seen Lisandro Martinez wrapped up, and of course we've seen Christian Eriksen wrapped up and unveiled at Manchester United's training complex this week. They've even been involved in a behind closed doors friendly as well against Wrexham, which saw Christian Eriksen score for the first time in a Manchester United shirt. But we're here today to discuss Frenkie De Jong and whether he's going to be joining Manchester United or not. It's been a while since we did a video on it. In fact, the last time we did a video, we heard that Manchester United had a fee agreed with Barcelona for the player, which meant the fee up front and of course the add-ons and all those kind of things, which was being dragged on for a while. And since then, obviously, nothing's really happened, and that's because Frenkie De Jong is owed money by Barcelona, and we're waiting to see what happens with that. So we'll be getting the latest on Frenkie De Jong. I know you guys are sick of it, to be totally honest with you, so am I, but I thought, you know, it's been a while since we've done a video. Let's have a little chat about this transfer. Is it going to happen? Do we need to abandon it? Do we need to look at alternatives and move on from it? Or will it happen? And that's why Manchester United are happy to just wait along. We'll look at the rumours and find out exactly what's going on, or what is being reported to what's been going on, because we know sometimes the reports aren't always true or aren't always a correct reflection of what's actually going down in this one. And because there's hardly anything being said since we've heard about that fee being agreed, it's easy for people to start writing other things and developing other ends of the story and making things seem to be true when they're not. So let's get stuck into what the latest is at this moment in time. We have heard that the registration of Rafinha and Robert Lewandowski is not guaranteed at Barcelona. If Frenkie De Jong refuses to leave or take a pay cut, Barcelona will have a huge problem. Now, we've seen Barcelona signing players left, right and centre. They've recently agreed a deal for Jules Koundé as well, which is a very good signing. But you've got to look around and think, how are they managing to buy all these players, give these players new contracts, agree new deals with them, transfer fees and everything, when they still owe money to players that are currently on their wage bill? How is it being allowed now? Obviously, La Liga are obviously turning a blind eye to what's going on. They need a strong Barcelona. But the fact that this is allowed to happen is remarkable. It's absolutely remarkable. Now, from Frenkie De Jong's side, we hear in AS that Frenkie De Jong's agent, Ali Dursun, is totally opposed to a pay cut at Barcelona. Dursun even considers that a kind of extortion is being carried out on his client. So that's what we're hearing in regards to Frenkie De Jong's position on whether he's going to take a pay cut or not. And because of this backdrop where we've got owed money to Frenkie De Jong, Barcelona wanting him to take a pay cut, he's standing there saying, I'm not leaving, but I'm also not taking a pay cut. And that seemed to strengthen his stance with the money that's owed to him. And he could literally do nothing. And Barcelona are stuck with him. So it's up to Barcelona to appease him. And if they're going to sell him, he's probably thinking, you're going to get this transfer fee. You're spending transfer money left, right and centre. You're giving wages out left, right and centre, signing on fees, etc. But you still owe me money. How can that possibly go ahead? Maybe he wants clarifications on if they receive the transfer fee, that a percentage that goes to him or whatever. But they need to appease the player in terms of the money that is owed, and they're obviously not doing that at this moment in time. Now, Sky Sports are reporting that Manchester United are not giving up on signing Barcelona midfielder Frenkie De Jong. And you'd believe if Manchester United were still interested, you'd hope that it wasn't be a mistake. You do hear that it's being driven by Erik ten Hag. Now, Sky also report United are keeping alternatives warm should a deal for Frenkie De Jong fail to materialise. But the fact that Manchester United are still lingering about tells you one of two things. Either they are very, very confident that a deal will ultimately be struck. They have the manager, Erik ten Hag, who would be able to, who's seemingly pushing for this move. And he would be able to find out from the player quite directly whether the player wants to join or not. Personal terms have never been seen to be a problem with the player. So it seems like it's just a case of waiting to see this move settle with Barcelona and Frenkie De Jong. And once that's sorted out, Manchester United will have their player. Either that, and there's a confidence the player will want to join once all this is sorted, or the alternative to that, and I said one of two things. The second thing would be we're either very, very stupid and we're not getting our business done, and we're hanging around for a player that's not going to join United. It's obviously one of those two things. Hopefully it's the first one, and United eventually get their player, and although we're all bored of it, it's just a case of waiting it out and seeing when this develops and when this finalises. But it's also been reported elsewhere, fans have to grasp Frenkie De Jong is only at Barcelona still because of his unpaid wage situation. He's told Ten Hag he will sign for United. It's dull as dishwater, but United are convinced they'll complete the transfer before September the 1st. And hopefully it's just a case of that. But of course, if United haven't got to work on any alternatives, and we don't end up getting Frenkie De Jong, we're going to have an issue, because the midfield's an area that needs to be sorted. We do hear in Marca as well, though, if Frenkie De Jong does not reduce his salary, his sale is inevitable. That comes from Marca. And again, Jack Tolbert, a European reporter, saying it's the same as before. Player digging his heels in to get old wages. Man United haven't gone this far for someone who doesn't want to join. He's hoping to move. He's open to moving, Barca need to make a decent offer to cover the wages back, and the deal will go through. Now, hopefully that confidence is there for a reason and we eventually get him. And like we all say, we're all bored of it. We're fed up with this transfer. We want it to get done. But eventually United will be getting a quality midfielder who the manager knows well and tactically will suit the manager's style of play. Obviously, we have the negative side to things, and we've seen it in the past where Manchester United chase after one player, don't get him, and we end up getting nothing in a transfer window. And we don't want that to obviously be the case here, but fingers crossed this one gets done. I was hoping it'd be done during pre-season. Obviously that hasn't happened. We just hope it gets done. I'm happy with the other business we've done in terms of Martinez, in terms of Eriksen, in terms of Terrell Malacia. But even with Frenkie De Jong, if you get Frenkie De Jong done, maybe we could get a deal done in the meantime while we're waiting for this one for an attacking player. We've been linked with Anthony, some big money being spoken about. Whether he's worth that or not, I don't know. But it'd be nice if we could get an attacking player brought in, because regardless of what happens with Cristiano Ronaldo, we need some depth up there. And if Cristiano Ronaldo does leave, and I get the feeling if the move was there, he'd have been gone by now. And maybe we're just waiting for a late move to be happening with Cristiano Ronaldo as well. But if he does leave, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, we need to get a replacement in. If we don't get a replacement in, then it's a big problem. So we have a few transfer things which United need to get sorted out, dragging on towards the back end of the window. We're about a week away from the start of the season. We'll do a video on who we expect to start in that game as well. Obviously, probably not Frenkie De Jong at this rate. But fingers crossed we get the deal done, because it'd be a key part of an Erik Ten Hag side for Man United, wouldn't he? Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're keeping it locked, you're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing and all that jazz. We'll be back with more, as well as we're doing more over on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/AdamMcKola, where you can join us for some live football chat and some live poker as well. Until next time, see you later.